Thanks for tuning into this channel where we're going to learn all about tarot. And tarot talks about a lot of different subjects. It talks about energy, it talks about spirituality, it talks about astrology, numerology, chakras, emotional intelligence, and a whole lot of different things that we're not usually learned in school. So this channel is going to be completely focused on helping you learn all about this energetic spiritual world that's happening all around us. So keep in mind that technically everyone is spiritual because everyone has a spirit, and the more awakened you become, then the easier it is to understand life that happens around you. If you learned something new, press the thumbs up button. If you want to support the channel, subscribe. I would appreciate all your support. This is a new channel, going to be lots to learn. So let's get started. Okay, so keep in mind that all of these cards represent energy, and energy is the invisible world around us. We feel it with our sixth sense, our intuition, and we are all made up of energies, which is our spirit. So this video and these cards are going to break down how to understand life in a bigger perspective, which is all about energy. So let's get started. What are we going to talk about today? Miracles. How to make miracles happen in your life. I love this. Okay, this is going to be great. So we're going to get advice, guidance, support, wisdom of how to make miracles happen in your life. So miracles come from the divine. It's a high vibrational energy. See how it's yellow? So if you're not getting miracles in your life, then you're getting temptations, which is a low vibrational energy. So it depends on the energy that your spirit is vibrating on, which is going to decide if the things in your life are going to be miracles that happen or if they're going to be temptations and bad things. So let's get started. Miracles. How do we make miracles happen in our life? The Five of Cups in the reverse. The Five of Swords upright, the Sun in the reverse. Oh my God, if this was upright, then that would be like the energy of the miracle. Look at how similar those two cards are. They're the same energies, but it's in the reverse. So we're going to talk about the things that we need to focus on in order to make miracles happen in your life. And let's just get one more, two more, three more. Okay, let's do it. So you have the Star, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So the Five of Cups in the reverse is all about not letting go of past trauma, crying over spilled milk, rooting deeply into shadow work without healing and letting go, old stories that become a part of you, becoming jaded. So all of these things are very low vibrational and they block miracles from happening in your life. So in order for miracles to happen, you have to be on a high vibration, because then you can appreciate the things that you're being granted, right? If you get something that's amazing, let's just say if you win the lottery, for example, if you don't appreciate money, then it's not going to be a miracle. It's going to be meaningless to you. So a lot of times miracles are about perspective and the way you look at them. So when you don't heal and when you're holding on to the past and you're crying over spilt milk, dealing with past traumas, and you're just not dealing with your shadow work, which is the dark side of you, the low vibrational aspects of your personality, of your spirit, of your energy. So in the upright, it says, the illusion is lifting, and you may suddenly find yourself in the middle of a reality that is painfully disappointing. If your dark night was a result of someone else's deception, you will need to find the seeds of forgiveness in order to avoid a calloused heart. Release yourself from any guilt around the situation. When we realize that the future we were working towards is no longer an option, it's easy to focus on the loss and allow our energy to stagnate and spiral into self-pity. Don't allow your life force to drain away with the things you once loved. So that's actually, it's pretty deep, but it's the truth, right? And in order to have miracles happen in your life, you have to release the past. You have to have an open heart chakra. And your heart chakra is what radiates electromagnetic fields. So if you're always radiating just being upset and worried and insecure and nervous and fearful, then you're going to block miracles from happening in your life. And a lot of times subconsciously, misery likes company. So when you're in a low vibrational energy like this, you resonate with low vibrational things, which means you don't even want miracles to just pop up in your life subconsciously, which is the exact opposite of manifesting, how to make things happen. So then you have the Five of Swords. It says, you may have experienced an unexpected loss that has left you a little bit sore. Sometimes life isn't fair, and these inequities can drain our energy for much longer than they need to. Often it's the fear of failure that does most of the draining. If you are feeling outsmarted or outjoisted, remember that one chapter doesn't define you. Wins and losses are both part of the human experience, and the keys to self-improvement lie dormant inside the difficulties. So in life, whenever miracles, before they happen, you always get tested. If you've ever heard of the expression, you're getting tested by the universe. So these are the hard things that you have to overcome in a positive way in order to get your miracles, in order to metaphorically get to the pot at the end of the rainbow, right? Like a lot of people who are successful, they've had to put in a lot of hard work, they had to learn a lot of lessons, they had to deal with a lot of negative things and overcome them. That's how you level up your energy. So when things don't work out, you don't want to let that define you. You want to find the strength, the high vibrational energy, in order to move past it. So then you have the Sun in reverse. The Sun in reverse is about delays, thinking that miracles just happen overnight, which they don't. I'm sure you've heard that expression before. In life, it takes a lot of hard work, but a negative mindset, self-doubt, or lack of confidence, a need to tune out a negative mindset and to find inspiration. So again, having miracles happen in your life is about being high vibrational. It's about being able to attract these energies that are coming from divine spirits. If not, then they would be coming from the low vibrational energies, which is the exact opposite of what you want. you literally want to be reaching for the stars. This is all about your miracle, going to the divine. So the sun breathes life into everything he touches. Radiating brightly, he creates a path of love and harmonic abundance. And miracles are about abundance. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean money. It could be like your dream job, your dream house, like just a beautiful family, like just anything in life that makes you happy. This is a card of joyful celebration and a vibrant sign of positivity and success. Expect to find bliss and be ready to take inspired action based on radical positivity and generosity. Allow others to bask in the warm glow of your beaming heart and your inspired mind. It says this card is a reassuring sign that things are unfolding beautifully. I love that. So that's what miracles are, is if you've ever heard of the expression planting the seed, you have to have the sun take time every day to illuminate that seed so then it can grow. So that's essentially what miracles are. They start off as a seed of opportunity and then they grow over time with sunlight and with water and the right soil conditions. This is how life cycles work. And in our lives, this is the same cycles that happen on a much smaller basis. But the more positive energy you put onto things that are in your life, then the more of a miracle that you feel like they are, right? Like if you have kids, a lot of people don't think their kids are their miracles, but it's because they're not feeding them with positive energy all the time. So when you do that, then this positive energy, it radiates and it makes others share that same type of energy with you. And that's why it feels like a miracle to some parents who have kids, right? But the ones who aren't emitting that energy, then they don't feel the same way about them. So not to go off on a tangent there, but miracles, like I said in the beginning, well, miracles are relative. Like I'm sure you've heard of Einstein's theory of relativity, where it's relative because it's dependent on the observer. So one person may think something's a miracle and the other person's like, oh, that's not that big of a deal, right? But it's because it's relative depending on how you see the world. So you want to make sure that you see the world in a positive way so that the things you come across will feel like positive things. So then you have the star in the upright. It says, sink into the dreamlike inspiration of the car. She sends a message of divine timing and renewed hope, and she guides you to reach for that string of serendipity and faith. Have faith that miracles are coming in your life. Your future is increasingly bright, and you are blessed by the universe. Your core purpose is beginning to bubble at the surface of your reality, and your path is intrinsically tied to your biggest missions and brightest opportunities for expansion. Step onto a path of fulfillment and happiness with starlight to guide you. I love that. That's pretty much self-explanatory. Like, this is about following your intuition. So when you can just think of this cord as your intuition to the miracles. So if you don't know about your intuition, on the website, in the description box, there's a playbook all about understanding your intuition, and that will help to connect you to it more and understand what it is. But once you manifest properly and you follow your intuition, it will lead you to miracles that happen in your life. And this has happened to me many times with different soulmates and different life experiences where it's so serendipitous. It's like a lot of synchronicities all together where you know that you're right on the right path when you're following your intuition. And at the end of that road, the star is the big miracle that just happens to be there waiting for you. That was orchestrated by the divine. In divine timing. Everything always has to be the perfect time. And sometimes it takes a while, but patience is part of having faith, and that's part of being tested, which who likes tests, but they're necessary in life. So then you have the Three of Wands in reverse. So in reverse, it's about not dreaming big enough. Manifesting, you have to imagine what you want before you can get it. So you have to dream big. And fear coming up to block your movement and delays. So you definitely want to make sure that there's nothing blocking your miracles from happening. So if you want your dream job, for example, and you're stuck in a really terrible job, well, then you're not going to get your dream job, right? Because your energy is focused towards more low vibrational things. So the more you move on and you don't block yourself off and you get out of your comfort zone and you try new things, then you follow your intuition and miracles tend to happen at the end of the road. But if you're stuck in stagnant, low vibrational energies, then miracles can't come. And then it blocks your movement. So it says, you've been doing the work, planning, seeing, learning. Watch for the signs that your dream is on the way, because they are everywhere. This is synchronicities. We were just talking about them. Take pride in the progress you've made, for your past efforts have created the momentum that you needed to get the ball rolling. And the ball rolling is metaphorical, moving energy in a more high vibrational way. Today you are moving through energy you created in the past, and being here, ready and waiting, is a milestone that you should recognize as a success. While there is still work to be done, know that you are headed in the right direction, and that you will see your big waves coming in soon. So the big waves, I guess, are the metaphorical miracle. Then you have the Ace of Swords. Massive clarity is on the way. A new door is opening up for you, often unveiling a life-changing idea or a significant spiritual breakthrough. So once you go through this process and you leave behind the low vibrational energies and you start connecting to the high vibrational energies and you start setting sail, then you're going to get downloads in your mind. And this is going to be from divine spirits. So they're going to be good ideas that pop into your head. And this is part of your intuition, because your intuition is your higher self. So it's you, a very all-knowing you, who's guiding you along the path. So you can consider your ego as your lower self, where it's more small-minded and it doesn't look at the world in a bigger picture. Or you can consider your soul as your higher self, which sees life in the bigger perspective. So these ideas that pop into your head, they come from your soul. And when your energy, your spirit is on a high vibration, your soul is going to lead you to miracles and very good things to happen in your life. So it says, expect aha moments of lucidity. Like, I guess they mean like lucid dreaming, but I can't pronounce that word. To pierce your awareness and to reveal a totally fresh version for the future. As this essence spirals into comprehension, use this time to see things as they really are and to tune into new beginnings. The quiet insight of the unconscious mind is being made available for you, so you may experience a rapid expansion as your conscious mind integrates this newfound information. Know that nothing can compete with the fierce rays of wisdom and truth. So if you are finding yourself with clouded judgment or with stalled thinking, it's time to seek the brightly lit energy of honesty. Gather your discernment, your intellect, your logic, and your insight, and clearly communicate the truth that is bubbling up to be witnessed. Wow. Okay. I'm not even going to describe that. There was a lot of information there, but pay attention to your intuition. It will guide you along the way. And those downloads that you get in your mind are meaningful. So as you go through a spiritual awakening, you start to learn things in a more metaphorical type of way, more of a symbolic type of way. This is what increasing your level of consciousness is all about. So it's important not to take things literally. Like if you get a thought or a dream that pops into your head, a lot of times it's important to look at the symbolism and the patterns and the metaphors that are connected to it, because that's how the spiritual world, the energetic world, communicates with you. So let's get some spirit animal oracle cards. And we'll just get a couple of these. It says, Stag Spirit, take the lead. Porcupine Spirit, time for a beginner mind. The Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. And Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Wow, I love this. So we were talking about manifesting. Whenever you want to go after what it is you want, then the pot of gold is at the metaphorical end of the rainbow. So in your life, you have to metaphorically walk to that pot of gold, where you have to keep pursuing what it is you want and keep spending your energy doing the things that will get you there sooner or faster, or however timeline you want. You can set the pace of the energy. So you want to make sure that you have a forward, strong momentum that's powering the energy to go after what it is that you want. So in life, a lot of people who have more of a stagnant energy, it takes a long time for things to happen in their life. But people who are constantly on the go, they're all over the place, like they can have a lot of things happen to them very quickly because they're in fast moving energies. So in your life, you want to make sure that you take the lead so that you can go after and get what it is you want in a much shorter time frame, because everyone's responsible for the energy that they power their life with. And it's important to be aware of that and to notice the patterns of when you do. exert energy. So time is relative too, right? So time flies when you're having fun, time goes slow when you're bored. Time is relative. So this has to do with your energy. When your energy is stagnant, then time feels like it drags on forever. But if your energy is in the moment and you're being productive and getting things done, then the time goes by quicker. So you want to make sure that in your life, you're powering with the energy of taking lead, of getting somewhere quickly, of not not dragging your ass, right? Like, excuse the expression, but you want to make sure that when miracles happen in your life, they happen quickly. You don't want to wait forever. So you want to set the intention for that energy. And then you have the porcupine spirit. It says time for a beginner mind. So think of children. They would have a beginner mind. To them, they see miracles all the time, right? Like, that you can just see it in their face. They're like, wow, oh, that's so cool. Like, I can't believe it works like that. So essentially, we're all seeing the same things on a daily basis as well, but our perspective is different. So when you start bringing yourself back to a beginner mindset, then you start seeing the world in a different way. And this is what I was saying before, is miracles are relative to the observer. So you want to make sure that the things that you're seeing are what they actually are. So then you have the giraffe spirit, see the big picture. And miracles, like I was saying, it was like planting a seed. It's about watching it grow, and it's about the journey, right? Like, it's about the whole process of getting the miracle in your life. So even having a baby, right? A lot of people think having a baby is a miracle, but it takes a long time for that metaphorical seed to grow. But it gives you time to embrace the present moment, to enjoy the whole cycle of it, and to appreciate what you have when it's there, right? Like, this is what life is all about, and this is what being high vibrational is about. So you want to see the miracles on a daily basis, and you want to watch them grow and see the opportunity that's coming towards you. And then you have claim claim your independence, the cat spirit. So cat spirits, I actually love cats. Well, I love animals in general, but cats, they're very proud, and they typically have the energy of standing in their power. And a lot of cats, you can't really tell a cat what to do. Like, it knows itself, and it knows what it feels comfortable doing. It knows what it wants. It knows what its preferences are. Like, cats are very aware of their surroundings, and they know what they want, and they get it. And if they're not happy with something, then they'll make it known, right? So this independence, you can call it, is more about setting the expectation. So when you want miracles to happen in your life, you have to set the expectation of what you want. And this is part of manifesting, but you have to be specific about what you want, but not too specific, so that things will be miracles. Because if you've ever heard of the expression, the grass isn't always greener on the other side, and that's because people will spend a long time praying for certain miracles to happen in their life, but then once they get them, then they're like, this isn't really what I wanted, right? But it's because a lot of times people don't know themselves. They don't know what they want. They don't stand proud in their power. They don't feel confident in their own skin. They don't know how to say things as it is, so then they don't end up getting their miracles or their manifestations the way that they wanted them. And claiming your independence is all about being able to think for yourself and strategize for yourself and doing what's best for yourself in order to make things happen in your own life, because everyone is responsible for their own life. So let's get some wisdom for healing cards. Let's just get 2 of these, because this is a lot of information already. But yeah, we're finding out all about miracles. Okay. Maybe there aren't any of those cards to come out. Let's try the Untethered Soul. That's actually really funny, because this card, I put that deck down and I just looked at it and it said, expect a miracle right on the top. But I'm not going to read it though, because it didn't come out. But that's just funny because we were talking about miracles. But anyway, this one says, if I ask you who you are, and we were just talking about this, gaining your independence and knowing who you are. If I ask you, who are you? You answer, I am the one who sees. From back in here somewhere, I look out, and I am aware of the events, thoughts, and emotions that pass before me. So again, like we were saying, in order to have miracles in your life, you have to see them as miracles. You have to feel like they're miracles. You have to just have the energy of abundance. So you want to be aware of the thoughts that you have, the emotions that you have, and the different events that you come across in order to become in order to get a good judgment of your reality. And this has a lot to do with the matrix, but people oftentimes see a distorted reality. So for example, someone may have a miracle in their life, but then they take, let's just say if it was a person, then they take that person for granted. And then even though a miracle was there the whole time, they never actually saw it and they never really appreciated it. So that's why it's important to reflect on your thoughts and your emotions so that you can feel these miracles that are happening around you. Whoops. Okay, let's just get one more card. True freedom is very close. It's just on the other side of your walls. And that's funny because we were talking about the metaphorical pot of gold, but freedom remember how I was saying that miracles are about abundance, and freedom is essentially a form of abundance, right? Just to be able to be free to be yourself, free to do what you want, free to think however you want, free to make your own decisions, free to provide for yourself. Like, a lot of times that's what miracles are in life. I mean, if you take away money, I'm sure most people would probably say that they would want their freedom, right? And a lot of people have freedom and they take it for granted when they do have it. But people put up these blockages, and we were talking about that before with the low vibrational energies. People put up these blockages and create these walls to stop themselves from getting miracles in their life. They block themselves off from their own happiness, and it's all because of perspective and these walls that you put up. So a lot of times people will, let's just say someone wants to do something and then their ego comes in and makes up an excuse, or it procrastinates, or your ego plays a lot of different mind games where it just blocks you from going after whatever it is you want. So if you have this ego that's in your way, that's creating the wall, that's creating the blockage, then you're never going to go after what your higher self wants, what your soul wants for you. And your soul and your intuition is there to guide you to get these miracles in your life. So the more that people block themselves off from their intuition, from their higher self, then the more low vibrational their life is going to be. So jump over those walls and become high vibrational. And I wish all of you to live a dream life full of miracles and abundance and happiness and gratitude and all these high vibrational energies, because anyone can get there, right? But there are a lot of people in these low vibrational energies who needs to connect to spirit and to sail forward and to start following their intuition and start getting these downloads in a positive way. So then you take the lead, get a beginner mindset, you see the big picture, and you claim your independence, and then you'll get freedom. You'll get your miracles. So if you learned something new, press the like button. If you want to learn more, subscribe, and I hope to see you all at the next video. Bye.